All right. All right. So we're back, huh?
We are back.
I can't remember the last time we did something, so.
It's been a couple months.
All right. So tell people who you is again.
My name is John Lawson, and that's about it. I'm the CEO of Cold Rice Media.
All right. Yeah. I'm Brent Leary. I'm not the CEO of Cold Rice Media.
And he's jealous about that.
I'm just a mere CRM consultant guy trying to make sense out of this whole world. How's that?
That was fantastic, man. Wow.
So no, you know what this is, man? This is watching Amazon.
We're watching.
We are watching.
Keep watching.
Well, you have to keep your eyes on it like 100% because every minute there seems to be something
I know.
new.
Every day my thing blows up with some Amazon alert. Something's going on. Bezos has come up and disrupted another industry, you know.
So what are we going to talk about? Let's talk about the Echo Look.
Look,
Say that again.
look, the Echo, look, you know.
All right, but you're not impressed.
I mean, you know, okay, you threw a camera on a speaker. Ooh.
Well, I mean,
I get it.
But 2 years, almost 3 years, 2.5 years ago, they threw a speaker in a home, and people were like, "What the hell? You know, what is this?"
Yeah.
And now, less than 3 years later, everybody's talking about it. Everybody's trying to replicate it.
Right.
Their competitors were completely caught off guard by it.
Well, I mean, I get that. I mean, even when it was, the key thing was, it was like, okay, I could talk to this device in natural language in a crowded room, and it would pick it up. I mean, that was pretty, you know. But now let's say I can talk to a device in a natural voice in the middle of a room, and now it has a camera on it. It's like, ooh.
Now, if
you know what I'm
anyone
saying?
should be oohed, would be you, because we all know how narcissistic you are.
I'm not narcissistic.
You like to take pictures.
That's not
and
true.
Look, you look at everybody on the internet. What is the most? If you go on Facebook and look at people's timelines, what is the most done over thing you see?
It depends on what part of the country you're in. However,
Selfies. I'm just gonna throw
Well,
it out there.
here's the thing.
Selfies.
I mean, you know-
I see selfies of people
Yeah,
every
yeah.
every 5 minutes. They're putting up a picture of themselves.
right, but not in the same position. You know what
So-
I'm saying?
so-
Not sitting on a camera sitting on a desktop.
Well,
It
wait a
was
minute.
just
wait a
kind of
minute.
boring.
So they're doing the thing
The
like
selfie,
this.
yes.
So now they're going to have a device that does all this other stuff, and now
you're not
it'll allow
carrying
them
it
to
with
not
you.
have to be looking like this.
So
all
you're
the
going to
time.
walk over to this device all the time and just take a selfie. It's just, no, that's not going to happen.
You're gonna-
At any rate, let me just put it like
Oh,
this.
okay.
Let me just put it like this.
You gonna break it down?
No, I'm just going to give you the statistic. I want the people to understand.
Oh, let me get you the
It's
close
like-
up. All
Yeah,
right.
get the close up, man. Do you understand that 5 hours of every female millennial's week is spent taking selfies on average? 5 hours a week.
and
taking
how?
selfies.
And what about you?
I don't take a lot of selfies. I take a lot of ussies. You know, it's me and some other folks. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God.
You know.
See, yeah.
So there you go. That's how that works.
So now you won't have to be doing the. Now
Right.
you're gonna have a device that actually
Right.
you'll just be able to sit.
Yeah, it's like, Brent, come here. Let's stand
No.
in front of our camera.
Well, there's that. Yeah.
I mean, it just doesn't. I get it. Okay, fine. But I'm just not that excited. But I'm
Well,
sure.
all right. So let me ask you:
Yes.
were you excited when you first heard of the Echo?
Yes.
You were.
Absolutely.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna have to take your word.
I wasn't
for it.
going to run out and buy it
like I did.
like you did.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to see what it was going to be like, how it's going to be used. And I'm kind of the same way with this. I don't understand. I mean, I get it. It's going to give you fashion advice. Well, I mean, you need fashion advice.
But
I'm
see,
okay.
here's
It's
the
like-
thing, and we all know where this is going. Yeah, I mean, it's not just the giving of fashion advice; it's the AI inside of that. It's
Yeah.
the being able to. It's offering up the. It's like recommendations.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
just, but it's going to be a smart recommendation. It's gonna.
Right.
It's going to be listening and learning about all
I
the
get
stuff
it.
that you recommend, and then it's going to be trying to bring you the kind of clothes that'll. What are they good at? Removing friction from you buying something from them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
This is what it's about, right?
You're way more excited than I am about it.
No,
but
I'm
that's
not,
okay.
I'm not excited about it in that sense. I'm
Here's my
excited
thing.
about
You know
what the possibilities
I think this is what
are.
it is. I think what it is that I get artificial intelligence. I mean, there are times when I want a robot to be able to give me the information that's been culled from the world of social. You know, I get that.
Right.
My problem I think I have with this thought is like I can take a picture of myself, call it the look of the day, and I can get natural responses back immediately from my audience. So I don't know if it's going to really replicate this and get that much excitement out of, you know, oh, well, you should wear this other blouse with that skirt. And if you don't have it, here's how to order it on Amazon. I think that ultimately that's kind of where I'm guessing that it would want to go, right?
Well, I think once again, it's more about, not necessarily about somebody in their audience. I think it's about the individual and their ability to quickly make purchasing decisions based on lots and lots of information.
Based on a look.
Based on looks that are transmitted back to Amazon as data that they have machine learning capabilities running on, and then being able to push back something that maybe this person had never even thought about.
Right.
So it's not just the individual, it's the aggregate that's going to be playing a role. Yeah. And that's what I think is really interesting.
That's very interesting. But I just think this is a stopgap for where we really want to go.
All right, so the floor is yours. Let me make sure. The floor is mine. I hardly ever like to say this, but the floor is yours to explain where we want to go.
Well, I mean, it's a built-in selfie camera. And I think that's kind of cool, but not totally. Here's where I like what people don't know is right now we're on a device.
Right.
And this could be, you know, similar to that kind of thing. What it's got is it's got not just the camera, but it's got a microphone, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have a speaker to talk back to us. So I think if we had something that maybe had a screen with it, and the microphone, and the speaker, and the camera, now we're talking about a new smart device that I would be a little bit more excited with. And of course, there's rumors that there might be something in
I was getting ready to
works.
say, so what you're saying is that's like the end game. That's what the end game you'd like to see.
Yeah, I just, you know what? It's like, why stop with just adding a camera onto an Echo when you could have added a touch screen also?
But I would say that I think that what they're doing is they already got the Echo, and that's, I saw somewhere where, I don't know, 10 to 20% of the American homes have this kind of speaker device already. And that's pretty big,
impressive.
Considering it wasn't even around 3 years ago as a category.
It's insane.
So you think people are getting Echoes? I talk to people all the time that have multiple Echoes throughout the houses. They're dots. So Amazon is finding a way to get in the household in such a way that you're going to be able to. They're going to have coverage all throughout the house with these devices. Now you throw another device in, and now you're going to have a device ecosystem that's in the house. Then you're able to add in these other services and thoughts that you're talking about. Mm-hmm. The other piece of this is they're actually going to be able to, because they have opened the platform up, they're letting people developers not only create skills for the Echo, but now they're allowing folks to actually access the hardware. So your third-party developers are going to be able to talk to this device like you talk to it for just the Echo, but now you're going to have third parties doing that.
Yeah, and I can attach my database and my information on the back end, and I can access it through the speaker systems and look camera of the device.
So what does that mean?
That's exciting.
That means that, and there's some upside and some downside, but what that means is that there are going to be even more apps, there are going to be even more services, and there's going to be more of our personal engagement going through these devices, which brings more data, more potential insights, and more opportunities to get engaged.
And more security concerns.
Well, that was the downside I was going to talk about.
Okay, I'm
that
sorry.
There's the privacy, and there's security. Because once, you know what happens, once we get used to using something, we get dependent on it.
Right.
And then when we get dependent on it, somebody hacks it, it completely wrecks our
life.
way of doing
Yeah,
things.
I know.
So there's that we
Right.
have to worry
But it
about.
brings so much good and wonderfulness to our lives that we don't care.
Until
Until
something
we get hacked.
happens,
Until we
right?
get hacked. But I do see, look, this is the beginning. And not even the beginning. We are at the infancy phase of the Jetson era. You know what I mean? For lack of a better terminology. But I mean, we really are, things are changing. And one thing we haven't really talked about is, and I haven't seen this yet, but couple this with a Fire Stick. You
I have
know?
a Fire TV.
You're right, exactly.
Yeah,
a
and they're
Fire
already
TV.
starting to- yeah.
Yes, and so I mean, if that ecosystem really gets opened up, it could, man, our whole home could be wired with this device.
That's why I'm not the only one, but when I talk about ecosystem and Amazon, I literally spell it ECHO.
HO now, yeah, right.
Because they've created an ecosystem that lives in the home, and it's emanating from that first device.
Right.
Amazon was in our homes 3 years ago.
No, not
You
even
know.
thought about.
Now they have programs where particularly if you're a Prime member, and I saw a stat that said that I think it's 50% of homes have somebody living in them that have a Prime membership. 50%.
So what does that do now that you've got a device? And this is one of the things that are being coupled that nobody else is doing. It's like, okay, so everybody might have a device and everybody might have a smart home, but can you talk to it and get something delivered within 24 hours? Not really.
That's the thing. And they're pushing you to do that because they're giving you Alexa deals.
Yeah.
Where if
That are
you
only on Alexa
only on
every day.
Alexa.
Yeah.
Right. So if it's only on Alexa, and the best deals you get if you're a Prime member. So what do? A Prime member buys an Echo device.
Right.
Now we're completely entrenched in the
Or you
ecosystem.
just buy an Echo device and then you're like, oh, I gotta have Prime.
Exactly. It's like the
just-
chicken and egg.
Yeah, they go
Although
together, so-
Prime came first, so I'm going to say
Right,
Prime.
so we know
and there
which
are
one.
80 million Prime members. They're not 80 million Echo buyers
Let
yet.
me tell you something about this number, which is very interesting that I heard just the other day. Is that out of that 80 million, 60 million are U.S.
Yeah.
I mean, so they
That's
are
20%
wired, yes.
of just this country.
Yeah,
And you got to think, and now I don't know what it's going to take to get into countries like China and India,
right.
but just imagine. I mean, the potential is there.
The potential is here,
Yeah.
you know, exciting times.
So now you're excited.
But the camera part on top, I'm not buying. I'm not in line for that one.
All right.
You can
well,
send me one though, Amazon. I will review it.
I'm
for
telling you right now, do not send it to him. He's talking bad about you. Anyway, that's watching Amazon for this show. We'll be back sometime soon.
you. Yeah, probably after this one ends, we'll
Yeah.
do another one.
See ya.
Peace.